That's the wrong person.
In the deserts of Arabia, an insurgency war was raging years before I got to France. Tribes of Bedouins had united to fight a war that was very different from the one we fought in the trenches. Using small, mobile units, they challenged the might of an empire, and they were rallied around the ideas of a single, influential warrior. Ideas of freedom and change.
This is gonna make me play Battlefield 5 because goddamn, it's been amazing. I've never played the war stories this far into it, and I'm having fun.
On Battlefield 1?
Yeah, it's like really good stories. I just played one. It was called The Runner, and it's because he was a fucking. They were like the Australian side of the World War One.
Mm-hmm.
And it's before walkies and shit. They just had like Morse code back then. So, like, the runners were the people who had to run back and forth giving messages to each platoons and shit. And they were going to make this boy, he fucking, like, lied about his age to get into the army. So he's all like, his command officer was like, nah, you're not the runner, I'll be the runner. So he ended up, like, taking his spot. And, like, right as they were about to, like, be good, he fucking got killed. He got shot. But the boy was safe. So he's like, fuck it, I'm fine. I took his spot.
Beneath these endless dunes,
He's like an older Australian guy.
The lifeblood
That's a
of
pretty
our
good
new
story.
mechanical century.
Yeah, instead of a campaign,
For
they're
more
like
than
mini stories. I
400
love
years,
that.
The Ottoman Empire has ruled these lands, controlling all that's to be found here.
I think I'm gonna do Battlefield 5 once I finish it.
But the Ottomans do not rule unopposed.
2042 don't have war stories, which is sad. They could have more modern stories. That'd be badass.
They strike without
There's not a
warning
whole lot
and
of
then
information.
vanish
I've seen some
into the
pictures
desert.
of the new Battlefield.
Maybe their next Battlefield they have
British
war
officer
stories, but I think
whose
campaign should
exploits
be a.
have earned him wide renown.
Well, they should bring it where it was. They should never change it.
The world has taken
Got
to
rid
calling
of
this
the
man
test range, story.
Lawrence of
They
Arabia.
never got rid of it.
In the desert, you rely on good planning, but you also hope for a dash of luck. And luck was with us when we learned of a recently derailed Ottoman train carrying a most interesting piece of cargo.
Come on, Kirk.
A small patrol had joined the Ottomans who survived the crash. Together, they guarded the wreckage and waited for reinforcements. A lone fighter has just one advantage over a large enemy force. A lone fighter can move unseen.
I don't really like to do that.
The tribesmen fought unconventionally, using weapons they knew well. Endurance individual intelligence and courage were their primary assets.
That was beautiful.
Ah, what was the fight?
Come out! It's over. Well, you did not think we would be fast enough to catch you here, did you? Lawrence of Arabia. Actually, I was rather depending on it. Lawrence. Well, this is very clever. Now the hunter becomes the hunted. So who might you be? How enchanting you are, my dear. Ahmed.
I'll show you enchanting. If it weren't for you, I'd be free.
Free, is it? You'll be free when you're dead. And I'm happy to tell you, the Empire intends to grant you all this freedom very soon. Even now, an engine of destruction scours this desert, obliterating your allies, your families, your homes. Soon there will be nowhere to run. And nowhere to hide. Soon all that you know, and all that you love, will be ashes. You will all be free. Oh, you animal! Zara.
understand that you would like nothing more than to strip the flesh from that man's feet and send him off into the desert naked to die. But think about it.
Right.
I'm sorry. My friend here, she can be a little brusque.
You're going to tell me how to light your train so we can lure it into a trap and destroy it.
Impossible. To even begin to talk to that train, you would need an entire book of communication codes.
Oh, like this one, you mean?
You can never stop the progress of machines! One day, the whole world will take your lands and the precious black gold beneath its sands.
We shall see, my friend. Of course, obtaining the codebook was not enough. To destroy this Iron Dragon, this Canavar, as the Ottomans had named it, we had to send it 3 encrypted messages telling it to stand down. There were Ottoman outposts scattered along the railroad tracks. The commanders there carried high-priority message capsules. We had to use those to send our orders. Infiltrating the village wouldn't be easy. A full detachment of Ottoman soldiers had occupied it. The Ottomans had chosen an isolated location for their desert outpost. It seemed lightly defended. It was also well stocked with arms and equipment. The ancient ruins were all that remained of a civilization now lost to time. The Ottoman Empire brought in the modern world with a host of armored vehicles and field guns. 3 commanders to eliminate, 3 personal message capsules to be stolen, and then sent with our false orders. How Zara tackled this dangerous and audacious mission was up to her.
Okay.
Oh, you're too funny.
The Bedouins treasured their horses, and in return, those animals granted their riders unparalleled speed and mobility.
I'm gonna mute you for a bit, Markup.
I can put on mute.
A single order wouldn't be enough. Ottoman protocol required the message to be received in triplicate before the train would acknowledge it as genuine. Putting a great deal of trust in Carla's capabilities. But I had complete confidence that she would carry the day.
You see, the message had already been sent, my dear. No, not the message you would have wanted. Lawrence was such a good host. It almost seemed rude to escape. Made sure to note the location of Lawrence's camp, of course. Which means the train knows too. Twice, you told that train everything was clear. But I told it exactly where to attack. The beast has your scent, my dear. And it's coming to slaughter you and your little band of rebels. First, the firestorm from the cannon. Then, up close with the troops to slaughter any survivors. The legend of Lawrence of Arabia dies tonight.
He didn't make sure she didn't have a knife.
We slipped away just in time. Tilkitchi was a fool to think we'd ever stay after he escaped.
The carnival won't stop hunting us.
No, it won't. Let me think.
The train's coming a long way. So it'll have to stop to take on water. That's where we strike.
Just destroy the fucking tracks.
I'll deal with any sentries then. Rig explosives on the track.
Yes, and I'll rally our fighters.
When I blow the lines, the train will be tracked. So when you hear the blast, you need to attack them with everything you have.
It's good. But you know that there's a chance the men may not come.
Why not blow it
You
now
may set
before
off
they
those
even get there?
explosives and find your
I don't
outlaw on the
understand.
run. You know that.
I guess I won't know either way until I set it off.
Man makes plans and God laughs. As it turned out, the small town where we would ambush the train had a significant enemy presence. Those troops would have to be dealt with before the explosives could be set.
Oh man. I don't understand. Oh. No.
Once Zara secured the town, the trap could be set for the arriving train.
I understand now. Ah. You're bugging with me, okay?
vengeance can be a sweet or bitter brew. How did you find it, Zara?
And you're right, we do need to think bigger, act bigger. Maybe even the Suez Canal. Tell me, what do you know about battleships?
God, what is this? Ah, man, I hope it's not over yet. Remember us, I guess? The last one?
One day, all this will be over. The war to end all wars will be won by one side or the other. The guns will rust, grass will grow, and there'll be nothing left of any of this. The land will heal itself, as everything does in the end. We'll be long gone by then, but maybe not forgotten. History only remembers 1 in 1,000 of us. Then the future will be filled with stories of who we were and what we did, how we lived, how we fought, and how we died. When this is all over and the war is won, they will remember us. But until that day comes, we will stand. We will look death in the eye. And we will fight.
I beat it.